Eight laps for the Advanced Auto Parts crate late models. Coming off of 4. The green is out and we're racing. It's a little slippery out there. Pete Reck in the 9, 35 Mike Cecere. Your front row, 5 wide Kirk Young. Mark Moach Jr. in the 15, Leo Stottleman the 21. Cecere has the lead down the back straightaway. Pete Reck in the 9 is second. It's the 5 Y of Kirk Young, the 21 of Leo Stottleman, and the 80 of Nick Duras completing lap 1. The Let's Jack Automotive 35 of Mike Cecere, still your leader. The Glick Fire Equipment second. Kirk Young in the Bridgeville Automotive 5Y. Third, a battle for 4th. Leo Stottleman, who's just started racing here a few weeks ago. The Just Poured Concrete 21, trying to stay ahead of the 80 of Nick Duras. Cecere completing lap number 3. Halfway this time, 4 laps to go. Cross flags being displayed to the drivers. John Kane takes the 06 back into the pits. The Brockers machine, Elizabeth Auto Sales. Bauer Engineering, 06. And Nick Duras slowed down there for a minute in the 80. Now he's trying to get back up to speed. Running in the 5th spot. Yeah, Leo Stottleman in the 21 for just racing. I believe this is only the 3rd week he's ever driven a car. He's starting to pick it up pretty good, running in that 4th spot. White flag for your leader. McGurvey Electric. Glick Fire Equipment 9 of Pete Reck still second. The Gearhead Graphics, Bridgeville Automotive 5Y, Kirk Young third. Checkered flag is out from Baldwin. Your points leader, Mike Cecere, picking up that first heat race in the Advanced Auto Parts crate late models. Pete Reck second, Kirk Young third. Leo Stottleman will get 4th. Nick Duras will finish 5th. Then Mark Moach Jr. and Jim Moore. Moore moving out of the Pure Start ranks into the Advanced Auto Parts crate late models here in 06. Tim Fulmer next. 2 more limited crate late model rookies in that 2nd row. Green is waving and we're racing. Larry Marks on in front early in the 17. Tim Fulmer to second. Jason Ryder is third. Laura Lucon fourth. And we got a spin at 28 of Dr. John Hobbs over in turns 3 and 4, right by the number 1 Cochran side. He drifts it down the bank, and then the green stays out. Battle for the lead. Tim Fulmer, the Pips Diner. 7C, the Pips Diner corner table lounge car, nosing ahead of Larry Marks. Fulmer now in the front spot. Marks is second. Jason Ryder third. Laura Lucon Kyle has come from the back of the pack to fifth in the 84. Tommy Schernhofer in the 8 and the 02 of Wesley Wheeler battle for sixth. Side by side for second, Jason Ryder in the 76 makes the pass of Larry Marks for the runner-up spot down the backstretch into turn 3. He is really sideways though in front of Marks and backs it into the wall. Caution is out. The young gun, Jason Ryder, getting that third turn a little hot. The Specialty Turbine Advanced Auto Parts Seidler Equipment 76. Spinning right in front of Larry Marks. Slight contact between them. Marks looks like he'll be able to continue. Green is out. Tim Fulmer continues to lead the Comcast 7C. Kyle Lucon, who started this race last, is on the move. He's the second. And the Phil Lucon Reb Fab Colbert's Collision 84. Tommy Schernhofer now in third. First time out of the box in 06 for young Tommy. Halfway, 4 to go. Laura Lucon is fourth. Bruce Takish in the 65 running in the 5th position. Three more laps to go. When they come by, 3 laps remaining. Battle right now is for second. Kyle Lucon in the 84 trying to hold off Tommy Schernhofer. They're side by side down the backstretch into turn number 3. One down low, one up high. It's going to be Schernhofer on the inside making the pass for second. We talked to Tim Fulmer before the races tonight. He was hoping to have his luck change. So far it has. Coming around to complete lap 7, just 1 lap to go, 1 lap remaining. The 22-year-old, the landscaping and tree business. The corner table lounge, Pips Diner, 7C from Carnegie. Tim Fulmer brings it off at turn number 4. He'll take the checkered flag. Schernhofer second. Kyle Lucon third. Laura Lucon fourth. And may have been the 17 of Larry Marks getting fifth. Larry just edging Bruce Takish in the 65 for fifth. Have not had much luck peel drawing. Green is waving. 10 laps for the late models. They thunder down the front stretch. Scott Gunn has the lead. Rodriguez second. Apolito third. Geisler fourth. And Davis and Bonal as they head into 3. 3 wide for second in turn 4. Rodriguez way up high. Gunn leads. Geisler to second. Apolito is third. Rodriguez, Davis, and Bonal into turn 1. Michael Davis into the 4th hole. The West Mifflin Subway Toys R Us 14G of Scott Gunn is getting her done right now. Michael Davis trying to put the heat on Rich Apolito for third. Davis slides by on the inside in 1. Apolito tries to race back but can't off at 2. Davis into third in the Rosewood Manor Nursing Homes. Matthews Chevrolet 7M. Rodriguez still 5th. Benal was 6th. Jared Miley 7th. Ben Miley 8th. Mark Moats 9th. And Jim Stepp trails the field in car. 4 laps down, Scott Gunn continues to show the way. Geisler by himself in second. Rich Appolito now closing back in on Michael Davis for third. Rodriguez still fifth, and it's Benall, Miley and Miley. Jared Miley to the inside of Mark Benall in turn 4. They are side by side as they head into 1. Geisler trying to close the gap in second, Davis third, Rich Appolito fourth, and Keith Rodriguez running fifth. Two laps to go this time, completing lap number 8. Ben Miley to the inside of Mark Benall off of turn number 4 and racing for the 7th spot into turn 1. As you see your leader Scott Gunn working his way through 3 and 4. The West Mifflin Collision Subway, Toys R Us 14G takes the white flag. Not far behind, he's closed the gap a bit. The Cochran Automotive 1C of Lynn Geisler. Straightaway back in third is still Michael Davis. Rich Appolito fourth. Checkered flag waving for Scott Gunn. Geisler second. Getting third will be Michael Davis. Rich Appolito fourth. Keith Rodriguez fifth. Jared Miley sixth. Ben Miley gets seventh. Mark Benall eighth. Mark Moats ninth. And Jim Steffens will round out the field of finishers. Scott Gunn, your winner, ladies and gentlemen, in the 14G out of West Mifflin. The Hookstown Hornet, DJ Miller, brings the field into turn number 4, and the green is out. Mike Johnson on the outside, Miller on the inside as they race off at 2 down the back straightaway. Johnson has the lead into turn 3. Miller, Baker, Rich all together here off of 4. Baker slides up across the racetrack. Danny Rich dives underneath him in the 67X. The Danimal moving into the 3rd spot, but Baker gets back by him, and now around the Hookstown Hornet down the back chute. Still in front, the Chem Oil. Morgan Excavating 2J of Michael Johnson. The Richard Construction Farm Used Auto Parts 0 of Steve Baker closing ground now. The Hookstown Hornet, Miller still 3rd. The Rich is 4th. Then it's Tim Gold and Lou Bradish. Bradish back in 6th. Not familiar territory for him so far this season. Timmy Gold in the 2G tried to take 4th away from Danny Rich over in turn number 2. Johnson trying to dial in the 2J, continues to lead. Good battle here. Dave Wade to the inside trying to get by Lou Bradish for 6th. Side by side for 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th. Baker now within a car length of your leader in turn 4. Johnson continues to show the way. Baker right on his tail. Halfway, 5 laps to go. 5 to go. The West Virginia Rim Rider rides to the outside, now dives to the inside of Johnson, but it's still Mike at the point. Baker putting the pressure on as they race into 3 and 4. DJ Miller 3rd, Tim Gold 4th. Dave Wade now trying to get by Danny Rich for 5th as Baker takes the lead, completing lap 6. Johnson trying to get back around Steve on the outside in turn 2, but it'll be Baker your leader. Johnson second. The DJ Miller Hookstown Hornet 81 in third. Timmy Gold fourth. Wade is fifth. Rich is sixth. Bradish running back in seventh. Then Rick Heim and Keith Barbara. Tim Gold now trying to close on the third place car of DJ Miller. 2 laps to go for your race leader, Steve Baker. Baker stretching the advantage. White flag out, 1 to go. Keith Barber able to get around Rick Heim at the back of the field. Checkered flag, the West Virginia Rim Rider from Fairmont, Steve Baker in the 0, picking up the second late model heat race win. Mike Johnson second, DJ Miller third, Tim Gold fourth, Dave Wade fifth, and Danny Rich, Lou Bradish, Keith Barbara, and Rick Heim. Channel 25 in Butler. Green is out. Jeff Broniszewski is your leader, but not by much. Here comes Jake Simmons in car 68X to the inside of Broniszewski. Broniszewski second in the point standings coming into tonight. They are crowded out in front. Almost 3 wide now for the lead. Broniszewski still in front of the 08, the 68X of Simmons, the 17 of Joe Anthony. Daryl Robinson of the 1R is fourth, and the 51 of Ronno Patchen running in the 5th spot. Wheel to wheel, side to side, and Simmons takes the lead. Jake Simmons in the more concrete Simmons window cleaning 68X is your new leader. It's still Jake Simmons your leader. Jeff Broniszewski second. 17 of Joe Anthony running third. 51 Ronno Patch and the 1R of Daryl Robinson are side by side for fourth. And we've got a spin in turn 4. The 15 of Jim Wagner brings out the caution. By 16 over the 08 of Jeff Broniszewski. Bill Robertson, the 1B, is third. So the green is back out. Jake Simmons continues to lead. That inside lane did not slow him down on the restart. Joe Anthony now in the 17 trying to get by Jeff Broniszewski for second. Daryl Robinson, excuse me, is fourth, and Ronno Patch in fifth, then Charlie DiLoretto. Jake the Snake out in front. The more concrete Simmons window cleaning Lumina. Past the halfway mark, we've got 3 laps to go. 3 laps remaining. I'm trying to get. One lap remaining. Jake Simmons continues to show the way. Jeff Broniszewski second, Joe Anthony third, Darrell Robinson fourth, and Ronno Patchen fifth. Charlie DiLoretto in the sixth spot. Charlie will have to start 12th in tonight's feature after winning last Saturday. Jake Simmons gets the win. Jeff Broniszewski second. Joe Anthony third, Darrell Robinson fourth, and Ronno Patchen fifth. All right, here we go off at turn number 4. The green is out. Craig Catellus into the wall in the 1K. We got a 3-wide scramble for the lead. Into turn number 1. Catellus trying to get into the pits. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Caution on the Speedway. Well, the Scores had to work that time as they were 3 wide. Frankie Schneider not seeing that caution, continues on. They had a bad push. The car wanting to go straight in the turns last week, the 1K of Craig Catellus, the Drew's Auto Studio 88 Tattoo Monte Carlo. And tonight again, into the wall here on the very first lap to go. Robertson and Poljak bring him off of 4, and the green is out. Through 1 and 2, it's still Robertson in front. Down on the inside, Frankie Schneider tried to take second away from the 36 of A.J. Poljak. Schwartzmiller in the 28 fourth. Aaron Jones in the 66 and the 10 of Nick Kachuba are next. Bill Robertson continues to lead. Bill Robertson continues to show the way. Frankie Schneider now into second. In the Morley's Auto Hogger Excavating 72B, that car continues, seems like each week, to work the low side of the racetrack pretty darn well. Poljak into 36 is third. Schwartzmiller fourth. Aaron Jones and Nick Kachuba right there, all trying to break into the top 5. Halfway for your leader, Bill Robertson. Three wide almost for fourth. It's still Schwartzmiller by half a car length over Aaron Jones for the 4th spot. Jones on the outside trying to keep the momentum rolling. Good scramble again for 4th, 5th, and 6th in turns 3. Bob Schwartzmiller in the 28, 66 Aaron Jones, and the 10 of Nick Kachuba. 2 laps to go. Bill Robertson in front. Craig Kamiker's 72B driven by Frankie Schneider tonight, running second. Poljak third, and 3 wide now for 4th. Aaron Jones edging ahead of Bob Schwartzmiller with Nick Kachuba right behind him. One more lap to go. The Imperial Tire and Automotive, NJ and Associates, MAD Custom Exhaust, Caprice of Bill Robertson continues to lead. Don Bowerly ready to pit in car 22. Off at turn number 4. Checkered flag is waving for Bill Robertson. Frankie Schneider second, Poljak third, Aaron Jones fourth, Bob Schwartzmiller fifth, and the 10 of Nick Kachuba will round out the sixth spot of those who finished in the WBGN. 17L is Vince Laboon from Brentwood. Green is out. Wayne Tassine with a couple of feature wins this year and several track championships over the years. He's your leader down the backstretch. Chris Bassett second. His Uncle Mitch running into third hole. Denny Niederreiter, getting the win last week, is fourth now. Jimmy Plants fifth, then Kevin Miller, Clayton Kennedy, Vince Laboon, and Denny Nakutis. The DT Dyno, Tubbs Automotive 10 of Wayne Tassine, still your leader. Just ahead of the DFG Excavating TS Electric 71C of Chris Bassage. Mitch Bassage in that B55, the QuickTime Performance Redline Graphics, trying to hold on to third. On the outside of Mitch goes the 68, the Comfort System 68 of Denny Niederreiter up into third. Niederreiter definitely getting with the program here the past couple of weeks. Our defending track champion. Denny Nakutis heading to the pits in car 48, down on the back straightaway. Seen up high, Bassage continues to work the low side. Now Kevin Miller with a bite off the second turn. He moves to fourth in car 4M. Jimmy Plants trying to get fifth away from the B55 of Mitch Bassage. Past the halfway mark. Good race for fifth. Busy B55 Mitch Bassage, the 4J of Jimmy Plants, and the 17L of Vince Laboon. Tassine continues to lead over Chris Bassage. Kevin Miller is your points leader coming into tonight in the E-Mods. He runs fourth in the 4M. He's just 2 points ahead of the 71M of Mike Bassage, who'll be in the next heat. Wayne Tassine third and Chris Bassage fourth, a very close battle. Less than 20 points separating the top 4 drivers in the E-Mods coming into tonight. Miller now, the 4M, hugging the inside, trying to nose ahead of Dennis Niederreiter for third. Niederreiter holds him off down the backstretch. And now Vince Laboon has joined the race with Mitch Bassage and Jimmy Plants for fifth. They are almost 3 wide in turn 3. White flag, your leaders, the final lap. Wayne Tassine has been in front from the start out of Austintown, Ohio. Chris Bassage in the 71C second. Who's going to be third and who's going to be fifth? Tassine will pick up the win. Chris Bassage second. Side by side for third, it'll be Dennis Niederreiter just edging Kevin Miller. And fifth will go to the 17L of Vince Laboon. Clayton Kennedy spinning on the final lap in car number 9. Green is out. As they race into one, Bambitt's rider right up across the racetrack. Your pole sitter, everyone avoids him as they thunder down the backstretch. Mike Bassage out in front. The Blairmont Mechanical DFG Excavating 71M. Tom Martinek in the 65 moves to second. Cody Barrick in the 17 third. Martinek and the Allegheny Wilderness Outfitters. Bongiorni 65 trying to hold off Barrick, who's back underneath him as they race into 3. Joe Pemberton in the 98 up high. J.E. Staller in the 17 to the inside, and he moves to 4th. And it's Pemberton in the 98. The Mach 5 of Joel Johns, the 33 of Mike McKee, Bamage Rider in the 74, Mercer in the 48, and Chad Will in the 24. Completing lap number 3, 5 to go. Mike Bassage racing like he wants the points lead back. The Blairmont Mechanical 71 M in front. Tom Martinek second, Cody Barrick third, J.E. Stalter fourth, Joel Johns fifth, then Joe Pemberton, Mike McKee, J.J. Bamage Rider, David Mercer, and Chad Will. Halfway, David Mercer in the 48 spins over in turns 3 and 4. He's down against the inside guardrail, and caution is out just as your second place car goes for a spin. Tom Martinek, who was running second, spun over in turn 2, but I think the caution was already out. We'll check this past week. So our next test and tune is set for Wednesday, June 14th. Wednesday, June 14th. Green is out. Mike Bassage in the 71. Mike Bassage, your leader. Tom Martinek in the 65 is second. Cody Barrick in the blue 17 trying to hold off the yellow 17 of J.E. Stalter for third. Meantime, Barrick trying to take second away from Tom Martinek. Joel Johns in fifth in the Mach 5, your leader down the back straightaway. Bassage around the sweeping first and second turns and heads down the back chute. Coming to take the white flag. It's been an impressive run for Mike. The battle continues for third. They are climbing the ladder over there. J.E. Stalter up way against the wall. And the yellow 17 to his inside comes the Mach 5 of Joel Johns. Final lap. Mike Bassage still your leader. Tom Martinek is second. Cody Barrick in the blue 17 third. That is the race right now. Joel Johns in the Mach 5 is fourth. And the 17E of J.E. Stalter is going to spin the car. Stalter spins, and wow, Mike McKee just got by. Checkered and caution, checkered and caution. Race is over. Your leaders were through before the caution came out. And the win will go to Mike Bassage in car 71M. Tom Martinek in the 65 will finish second. Cody Barrick in the 17 third. The Mach 5 of Joel Johns fourth, and J.E. Stalter, who was fifth, June. Along with the final Saturday in July. And the I guess those will be the two that are on the schedule right now. Final Saturday in June, the final Saturday in July are two demos. It's Corey Bahana in the 82 with the lead. Can he hold off defending champion and current points leader Robbie Torrens in the 22? Well, Torrens takes the lead into 3 and 4. Eric Goldberg now third and challenging Bahana for second. Amateur stocks, these guys getting around there on street tires. Pretty much street cars, not a lot you can do to them. Put a roll cage in them, take all the glass out of them. Not a lot you can do to the chassis as far as changing it around. Todd Evans moving to third in the 5-star. Now Gary Catsellis in the 125 takes a look-see to the inside of Corey Bahana's 82 for fourth and makes the pass in turn 1. Robbie Torrens has been a winner once this year, as has the 714 of Eric Goldberg, as they battle for the lead. Halfway, Goldberg tried to take the lead away from Torrance. Meantime, Todd Evans in the 5-star trying to get by, or hold on to third, I should say, from the 125 of Gary Catellus. You got the bumper hanging on the 75 of Richie Cooper. That's why he's being shown the black flag. Not the bumper cover off the back of the 75. Goldberg in front now by car length. Catellus third, Todd Evans fourth. Torrance up close to the wall going down the backstretch in the 22. He's going to try to slide underneath Goldberg here in turn 4, but it's still Eric in front with 1 lap to go. Gary Catellus third, Todd Evans fourth, and Corey Bahana is fifth, and Davey Lee, Terry Kerr, Darren Ferguson. Richie Cooper not seeing that black flag. It's amazing how many times guys can go around the racetrack without seeing the flag. Coming to the checkered flag, Robbie Torrance making a run here to the inside of Eric Goldberg. Battle is on. Goldberg wins by a couple of feet. Torrance second. Third will go to Gary Catellus. Fourth to Todd Evans, and Corey Bahana, the 82, will finish fifth. All right, the green is waving, and the Young Guns are racing here. Dusty Curry has been the leader many, many nights here in the early going, but has not been able to keep the lead for the finish. The Mighty Mouse 8 leads down the backstretch. Todd Janis has 1 win in the 88. He's second. The 23 of Rich Mason, the third, is third and trying to take second. Mason's been the guy to beat. He's got 3 wins. Still Dusty Curry, Rich Mason, and Todd Janis, your top 3. Mason closing the gap as he usually does. Two laps down and 2 to go. Now this has been the lap the last couple of weeks that Mason has gone by Curry for the lead. Down the back straightaway. Still Dusty. Mason going to the outside. Curry running him higher line as well. Now Mason tries to follow him off of 4. 1 to go. Dusty Curry trying to get that first win here in the Young Guns. Rich Mason with a head of steam on the outside going into that first turn. 13-year-old and 14-year-old Mason now trying to slingshot to the inside of Curry for the lead down the back straightaway. Coming to the checkered flag. Mason goes in front. He's going to push up high. Curry going to try to slingshot underneath him. Here they come off of 4. Down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be, folks? It's going to be Mason by a hood. All right, Rich. Number 4. You're excited, aren't you?
Yeah.
Poor Dusty. That was a heck of a battle. That was as close as it's been.
Yeah, seems like every race it's always down to the last lap with us, I guess.
You really charged into 3, and then you got high, and you knew he was going to try to dive underneath you.
I wasn't paying attention to the laps, and I saw a white flag. I knew I had to do something.
Oh, you did it. Tell us about some of the sponsors on this car.
Tomi's Towing, Taylor Auto Body, Bear Trucking, the Gorsuch Gang, Oakdale Inn.
Are you a dancer? You got happy feet. So those are the people that make it all possible. The backstretch guys.
Yeah, especially my dad.
All right, how about a nice hand, folks, for Rich Mason III, the winner in the Young Guns. Looks like he's going to the pits. A rough night for John Kane III in the 06 car. Green is waving. The Advance Auto Parts Crate Late Model 20-lap feature is underway. Laura Lucon with the lead, but in turn 2, it's Leo Stottleman on the outside of the 28, taking the lead down the backstretch, and now almost 3 wide for third into 3. Kirk Young scooting on the outside of the 5Y. Laura Lucon down low in the 04, side by side for second. Kyle Lucon and Tommy Schernhofer are next in the 84 and the 8. 3 wide now almost for third. Kyle Lucon makes the pass of his sister for the third spot. Tommy Schernhofer trying to move to fourth and does in car 8. Out in front, it's Leo Stottleman. Well, he is up close to the wall. Kirk Young second. Caution is out. Bruce Takish in the 65 spinning over in turn 4 to bring out the caution. Veteran Kirk Young alongside. The Lucons, sister and brother in row 2. Green is out, and let's go racing. Advance Auto Parts Crate Late Models slide their way through 1 and 2. Stottleman still in front by just a car length over Young. Kyle Lucon third, Pete Reck now into fourth in the 9C. Timmy Fulmer in the 7C tried to take fifth away from Laura Lucon. Fulmer now challenging Pete Reck for fourth down the back straightaway. He's got the pass. Mike Cecere and Tommy Schernhofer right there with Laura Lucon running for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Actually 3 wide now for 5th. Schernhofer in the 8 down on the very bottom of the racetrack. Around Laura Lucon and Pete Reck, and now into the 5th spot. Leo Stottleman still your leader. Kirk Young is second. Stottleman up high exiting that 4th turn. Not running the smoothest of lines, but he's keeping his momentum rolling. I'll tell you what, for only racing 3 times, he's doing a mighty fine job. Kirk Young second. Kyle Lucon and Tim Fulmer not far behind now in the race for third heating up. Larry Marks with a problem here in car 17. Marks crossing the racetrack. Something braille. He's got a flat right rear tire. That's the problem. The Larry's Auto 17 heading to the pits. 6 laps are down. Good race here. Laura Lucon in the 04, 35 Mike Cecere, the 80 of Nick Durantz, and the 76 of Jason Ryder charting to charge his way up through the field after starting at the very back. Hey, Leo Stottleman, that lead is growing, folks. The 21 stretching it out a couple of car lengths. Kirk Young still second, Kyle Lucon third, Tommy Schernhofer now scored in fourth with Tim Fulmer fifth. Schernhofer trying to get underneath Kyle Lucon for third. Can in turn 2. He slips a bit. Fulmer follows him off the back, 2 down the backstretch. Now Mike Cecere trying to move into 6, dives to the inside of Pete Reck in car 9. The Les Jack Automotive 35, the Army's Transmission 35, moving up into position number 6. Coming to the halfway mark, Leo Stottleman. Still your leader. Got some quick learners in the Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Models. Stottleman, a 33-year-old contractor that just poured its solid concrete foundations 21. The lead is shrinking a bit now. Kirk Young starting to close the gap. 20 laps, an awful long time. Young, the Bridgeville Automotive Gearhead Graphics 5Y, trying to close in, and they're side by side for third. 84 Cal Lucon, the Colbert's Collision Phil Lucon RevFab Special, just ahead of Tommy Schernhofer in the 8. Tim Fulmer 5th in the 7. Cease Sear is 6th. Jason Ryder has climbed to 7th. Pete Reck is 8th. Laura Lucon 9th, and Nick Duratz runs 10th. Traffic now ahead of the race leader. Larry Marks back on the Speedway in the 17, right in front of some cars in turn 1. Kirk Young continues to hound Leo Stottleman. Straightaway back to third, Cal Lucon. Traffic time for the race leader. Boy, now he's really got his work cut out. Car getting higher off of 4. Here comes Young. He's within a car length, and we've got 6 laps to go. Through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Stottleman slides it. He backs off, and Young gives him room. Kirk Young being very patient behind him. Traffic time. Stottleman goes outside. Young again trying to come underneath him off of 4. 5 laps to go. Kyle Lucon third. Tommy Schernhofer 4th. Tim Fulmer is still 5th. He's doing a great job. Through turns 3 and 4. 4 more laps to go. 4 to go. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 6th, and 7th trying to close in on the front 2. Stottleman way in on the bottom that time. Able to keep the lead, though. He's probably wondering, who's behind me? Where are they at? In on the bottom again, and then drifting up the racetrack. He's been pretty much the same lap after lap. Kirk Young now trying to come underneath him. Close. 3 to go. Look at the scramble for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Tommy Schernhofer in the 8 up to 3rd. And we got a spin in turn 4. Caution is out. Dr. John Hobbs in the 28 spins around in turn 4. Here we go. Off of 4. Green is waving, and we're back racing. Tommy Schernhofer dives in on the inside in turn. We got a wreck. It is Pete Reck. And we also have Laura Lucon back here in the 04 with Nick Duratz behind her, and she's on her roof again. My goodness gracious. It was, I guess, 3 weeks ago that Laura unfortunately went for a bad flip over in turns 3 and 4. Working to turn the car over, making it easier for Laura to get out. Try to catch it so it doesn't slam down. Cars weigh about 2,400 pounds. Nice, easy. No further damage to the car. And there comes Laura climbing out of the car. Lots of damage on the front end again of the 04. Last time most of the damage was on the back of the car from that crash about 3 weeks ago. And the green is out. Leo Stottleman, your leader. Kirk Young second. Schernhofer third. Kyle Lucan fourth. Tim Fulmer fifth. Cecile runs sixth. Stottleman able to open up a nice lead. Fulmer up close to the wall in fifth. Down the back straightaway, coming to the white flag, Leo Stottleman. Up off of turn 4. 1 lap to go. Kirk Young second. Tommy Schernhofer third. Kyle Lucan fourth. There's been no change since the restart here up front. Mike Cecile in the 35 runs sixth. Down the back straightaway, the final time. Could we have our third new winner in 6 weeks in the Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Models? Yes, we do. It's Leo Stottleman. Young second. Schernhofer third. Lucan fourth. Fulmer gets fifth. New winner in 6 weeks of racing in the Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Models, joining Pete Reck and Jason Ryder as career first feature wins. How about a nice hand, folks, for Leo Stottleman, your winner in the Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Models. Lots of happy folks. Great job, great job. I told the fans, you're great under green. We got to work on the caution a little bit, but what a great night.
Thank you, thank you.
3 weeks, this is only the third night, am I wrong?
Correct.
What's been the key to the turn? I mean, obviously the first night was a real struggle. Tonight, you spun out in fast laps before the green came out, and now you come out and win the race.
Yeah, we had a lot of different help from different people. Everybody around here has been great to us. I mean, a lot of help from everybody. Everybody ask you every week if you need something, and it's greatly appreciated.
How did you get, I mean, did you always want to do this, or who got you into it?
My friend's cousin races a 36, AJ Pooljack, and coming watching him and just always liked it. So
Third time and you win. That's unbelievable. That don't happen very often, Leo. You know that.
Yep. Got to try, that's all.
Any sponsors or stuff like that you want to mention?
Just myself, just Ports, all Creek Foundations, and my family and friends.
Was it hard staying calm? I mean, did you get all excited out there, or what?
Nervous, especially on the cautions, worried about the restarts, especially with my restarts.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Leo Stottleman, ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Models. 25 laps for the late models. They're sixth of 2006. Here we come off a turn 4. The green is waving, and we are racing. The Hookstown Hornet, DJ Miller. Down on the inside, your leader. Mike Johnson second, Baker third, Geisler fourth, and Scott Gunnick close fifth down the backstretch. Johnson in front. Baker trying to make it 3 wide in the middle here in turn 4. It's Miller, your leader, Baker to second. Baker now goes for the lead into turn 1. The West Virginia Rim Rider, Steve Baker. Down the back chute, opening up the lead over DJ Miller, Mike Johnson, and Lynn Geisler. Geisler now trying to take third away from Mike Johnson. Rich Appolito has moved quickly to fifth in the 77. The Farm Used Auto Parts, Richard Construction 0, Steve Baker, your leader. Geisler pressuring Mike Johnson for third in the Cochran Automotive 1C. Trying to work under the Chem Oil. Morgan Excavating 2J. Appolito fifth. Gunn is 6th, Rodriguez 7th. Tim Gold is 9th, and Dave Wade runs 10th here. Geisler now makes the pass for 3rd. Big lead for Steve Baker. "20 laps to go." He's in a different zip code right now. DJ Miller still 2nd. Geisler putting the pressure on there. Johnson is 4th. Appolito 5th. Geisler now right on the tail of DJ Miller off of 4. Good race here between Timmy Gold, Michael Davis, and Dave Wade. The back half of the top 10. Davis in the 7M trying to get by the 2G of Gold. Unable to do so down the backstretch. Geisler slides in and around the 81 of DJ Miller. Baker, though, is in front by more than a straightaway. Rich Appolito around Mike Johnson for 4th. Appolito looking to have a career best run in the Heinrich Construction Walt Now's Towing Lucon RepFab 77. Johnson is 5th. Gunn is 6th. Rodriguez 7th. Gold is 8th. Davis 9th. And Wade and Red Miley battle for 10th. Traffic ahead for the race leader, Steve Baker. Well, a lot of guys would love to see a caution right now. Not your leader, though. Baker wants to see it stay green. He's just straight away ahead of Geisler. We're not yet halfway. Caution is out. Some guys have got their wish. The caution out for the 2J of Mike Johnson, slowing over in turn number 3. And we're not halfway. Here they come into turn number 4. Lots of experience out in front. Green is waving and we're racing. And it's Geisler that gets the jump in the Cochran Automotive 1C. Geisler to the lead. Baker now 2nd. And look out, it's not going to go. We got a wreck at the back of the pack. We got a wreck in turns 1 and 2. The 23 of Mark Motes over there. The 2G of Tim Gold. The 99 of Ben Miley. And Danny Rich in the 67X. Here we come into turns 3 and 4. On the hammer off of 4. The green is waving. And we're back racing. This time Baker keeps the lead. Into 1. Off at 2, it's Steve Geisler gaining ground on the back chute. Scott Gunn in the 14G, who backpedaled early, now slides into 3rd. Geisler within a car length of Baker in turn 4. 13 laps to go. Steve with a great exit off of turn 4 opens it up a few car lengths. Lynn trying to run him back down on the back straightaway. Farm Use Auto Parts Richard Construction 0. Still your leader. Halfway, 12 laps to go. Michael Davis now on the charge again. Last week's winner. Up to 4th in the 7M. Geisler within 2 car lengths of the lead down the backstretch. Gunn by himself in 3rd. Geisler now draws right on Baker's tail in turn 4. into one. Lynn looks to the inside of Steve off the second turn. It's still Baker by just a car length. Into 3 and 4. Geisler again putting the pressure on. Off of 4 they come. Scott Gunn third, Michael Davis fourth. Rich Appolito is fifth. Red Miley sixth. DJ Miller has dropped to 7th. Barber is up to 8th. Keith Barbara. Dave Wade is 9th, and Keith Rodriguez is now 10th. And Baker has opened it up a few car lengths on Geisler with 9 laps to go. And Red Miley slowing down in the Calusi Chevy H1. He's off the pace in turns 1 and 2 down on the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes your leader off of 4. Green stays out. Geisler had dropped back a couple of car lengths and now trying to close back in on Steve. They could get to traffic before this is done. Michael Davis, the Rosewood Manor Nursing Home Matthews Chevy 7M, now side by side with Scott Gunn for third into turn number 1. Race for third, a good one behind the leaders. Scott Gunn able to hold off Davis's challenge that time. 6 laps to go, 6 to go. Geisler back within a couple of car lanes, but Baker able to beat Steve able to beat Lynn off the turns. Geisler seems to close a bit through the corners. Baker a little stronger coming off. 5 more laps. Looking for his 25th career late model win here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. As we said, they're going to catch the back of the field here with just a couple of laps to go. Gunn third, Davis fourth, Appolito fifth. Geisler again up on the wheel. We watch them slide through the first and second turns. It's still Baker by about 4 car lengths down the backstretch. 84, Jim Steffens, not far ahead of the leaders now as they race off of 4. Baker extends the lead that time through 3 and 4. Next week, the late models will go twice, twin 20s. Down the backstretch, Baker trying to lap Jim Steffens for the second time in this event. And Lynn Geisler trying to close in with 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Baker into turn 1 around the 84 of Jim Steffens. Mark Moats in the 23 heads to the pits. Geisler slips off at 2 and Baker's lead grows. We're coming to the white flag. The West Virginia Rim Rider, Stevie Baker out of Fairmont, takes the white flag looking for his first win of 06. Michael Davis back behind Scott Gunn, pressuring him hard for third here on the final lap. Clear sailing for the leader, the Farm Used Auto Parts Richard Construction 0. Steve Baker out of Fairmont, the West Virginia Rim Rider, will win his first of 2006 in the late models. Lynn Geisler will chase him home in second. Scott Gunn third, Michael Davis fourth, and Rich Appolito fifth. Lynn Geisler, the West Virginia Rim Rider, Steve Baker had that big lead. He raced with a caution and lost the lead on a restart, only to get a break and see the caution waving another time. I think this is 54 wins overall for Steve here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Limited late, semi-late, and late model. Dave Ford and Billy and Harry and the gang. Jimmy Arnold preparing the car. Not far away, owned by Bill Bland out of West Virginia. Farm Used Auto Parts, Richard Construction, the sponsors. It's a Rocket chassis with a Drame spec motor under the hood. All right, folks, let him hear it. As he climbs out of the car, the West Virginia rim rider Steve Baker gets his first of 2006 here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Dave Ford gives him a happy handshake. He'll get the case of Pepsi Cola and the Schneider Berlin potato chips. All right, wow. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're lucky. Steve, you had a great car early in the race. You were gone.
Yeah, it was real good. It just kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter the longer it went. I just got a lucky break on that restart, and Lynn showed me where I needed to be rather than where I wanted to be. So, you know, unfortunate for him, fortunate for me that we got that break.
Well, that's part of the game, though, isn't it? You know, you don't have to teach some people a lesson too many times.
I always was a quick learner on something like that, but, yeah, it just worked out for us. We had a good car all night. These new tires, the different tires we're running this year, we've struggled with it a little bit here the first few weeks, and hopefully we got a little bit better figured out, or like you said, maybe we just got lucky tonight.
No, I don't think you got lucky at all in the way the car ran, but late in the race, did you feel Lynn's pressure?
I knew he was there, but the big thing I didn't want to do was screw up and push out of the groove. I knew if I stayed right in the middle of the racetrack, it would be hard to pass me, and he would have to go way down low, and there wasn't a lot of racetrack there. So, like I said, I just wanted to stay in the middle of the racetrack. I didn't want to catch lap cars because it's tough to pass out here tonight. So I just ran as fast as I thought I had to, and there was some more left, but not a whole bunch. I knew Lynn was there, and, you know, thanks to him for giving us a clean race, and, you know, hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
People you want to thank?
Well, of course, my car owners, Bill and Michael Bland, you know, I think this is the 5th or 6th year I've been with them. They've always given us all the equipment we needed to race with. Dave and all the guys here in Burgettstown that take care of the car. It's just great that I get to show up on Saturdays and drive it. This one's for my boy. He graduates on Friday, getting ready to go into the Air Force Academy next month. So, you know, we got a lot going on with that. That's why I've missed a few races, spending some time with him. I'm probably going to miss a few more because after he leaves, he's going to be out there for 9 years. So, in Colorado Springs. So this one here is for my boy who's not with me tonight. He's at graduation parties.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dow.
Have a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Baker, your winner in the late models. Craig Kamaker with a win, 08 Jeff Broniszewski with a win, and the 11 of Charlie DiLoretto. 5 weeks and 5 different winners. The WBGN TV Pure Stocks take the green flag, and Jake Simmons, the 68X, leads them into turn 1. But down on the bottom side, it's Frankie Schneider in the Craig Kamaker 72B that has the lead on the back straightaway. Simmons battles back on the outside. Wheel to wheel off at turn number 4. Caution is out. We got a wreck over in turn 3. Looks like the cars are moving. 15 Jim Wagner, the 22 of Don Bowerly, and the 1K of Craig Catsellis. Bill Robertson flanks him on the outside of the 1B. Off of 4 they come another time, and the green is out. Simmons again with the lead into 1. This time it's Jeff Broniszewski in the 08 to the inside of Simmons. The race for the lead down the backstretch. The Taylor Auto Body Tomai's Towing Bellevue True Value 08. Chasing the more concrete Simmons window cleaning 68X of Jake Simmons. Frankie Schneider in the 72B a close third. Darrell Robinson now in 4th in the 1R. Almost 3 wide there for a moment for the lead. It's still Jake the Snake out in front. McKees Rocks, Jake Simmons down the back chute. Ron Patch in 5th in car 51 as Simmons wheels are off at turn 4. And now Schneider to the inside of Broniszewski for 2nd in turn 1. Lots of room out there. Fast Frankie Schneider in the 72B slides it up alongside of Jeff Broniszewski for 2nd. It's still Broniszewski 2nd. And Kamaker 72B with Schneider at the wheel a close 3rd as they complete the lap here. Darrell Robinson is 4th. Ron Patchen in the 51 running 5th. Side by side for the lead in turn 2. Simmons again on the outside. carries the momentum down the back stretch as we come around to complete lap 4 of 15. Front 5 single file. Now they start to slide to some lower grooves through 1 and 2. Jake Simmons, Jeff Bronaszewski, and Frankie Schneider. 72B with the points lead. The 08 second coming into tonight. Bronaszewski off of 4, trying to pull back alongside of Jake Simmons. 10 more laps to go. Bronaszewski actually had the lead in the middle of 1 and 2, but Simmons again with the momentum on the outside is back in front on the back straightaway. Frankie Schneider right there in third, not letting those front 2 get away. Doing a great job, first time behind the wheel this year, subbing for Craig Kamiker, who's away at a wedding. Getting into the middle stages of this one. Bronaszewski continues to pressure Simmons, who has been up to the challenge thus far. AJ Poljak into the pits in car 36 on the back straightaway. The Valvoline 36 pitting. Simmons continues to lead down the back chute as we come around to halfway this time. 8 laps will be down, 7 more to go. Aaron Jones now 6th, Nick Kachuba 7th, Bill Robertson 8th, Rob Schwartzmiller 9th, and Joe Anthony, who pitted on that first lap caution, is 10th in the 17. Lead has stayed about the same, a couple of car lengths between Jake Simmons and Jeff Bronaszewski as they start to lap the back of the field here, racing off at turn 4. Frankie Schneider now has dropped back a bit in third. He's got Darrell Robinson right behind him, and Ron O'Patch in a close 5th in the 51. For the lead in turn 4, this is as close as Bronaszewski has been. They are wheel to wheel. Down the front chute, it's still Simmons with a little more giddy up down the stretch. Bronaszewski in front by a car length down the middle of 1 and 2, but Simmons, as he's done all night, beats him off at 2 on the outside down the backstretch. O'Patchin now to 4th in the 51. A good race behind the leaders. 72 Schneider, 51 O'Patchin, the 1R of Darrell Robinson, all together here off of 4. Once again, they're even up in the middle of 1 and 2. Coming around a complete lap 12 this time. 3 more to go. Always put on some close racing. The WBGN TV Pure Stocks. Jake Simmons trying to get his first of the season and career second. Mitch Waddellett in the 20W pitting there just before the leaders on the back straightaway. Simmons working lower and lower, trying to protect that inside. 2 to go. Jeff Bronaszewski getting a win here 2 weeks ago on May 6th. Going to make Jake Simmons work for it if Simmons holds on here tonight as they try to lap the 27W of Steve Webb, the Harmony driver, off of turn number 4. 1 lap to go. The more concrete Simmons window cleaning 68 of Jake Simmons. Slips in turn 1, and Bronaszewski now ahead of him again in turn 2, off at 2 down the back straightaway. It's the Taylor Auto Body 08 now with the lead into turn 3. Coming for the checkered flag. Bronaszewski's going to get it on the final lap. The Taylor Auto Body Tomai's towing. Bellevue True Value 08 of Jeff Bronaszewski wins. Jake Simmons just gets second. fast Frankie Schneider, third Ronald Patchen, fourth, and Daryl Robinson, fifth. One and two lap after lap, and he just got a little high and won the last lap, and there was the door.
Yeah, I was thinking even if I finished second, that was a heck of a race. I love when it gets close like that. It's just great. Your adrenaline starts pumping, and that's what it's all about. I love it.
People you want to thank?
Most of all, I'd like to thank my son. Him and I pretty much, that's all we got on the car. My dad, George and Ian Tomei, Ricky, Robbie, Scott, Taylor Auto Body, Bellevue True Value, and Tomei's Towing.
Well, you've had this car for a couple of years, but I understand it's got a pretty long legacy. How old is this car? Do you have any idea?
I think it was built back in the late 80s. It was Don Luffy's car. It ran in the old timers, and Dougie ran it, and then he put it out behind his garage, and Ian towed it out of the mud for me.
Well, it just proves that sometimes the old ones still work pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
All right, folks, how about a nice hand for Jeff Bronaszewski, your winner in the WBGN TV Pure Stocks. Joe Pemberton in the 98 and Vince LeBoon in the 17L here for the first time this year. Face the field, the green is waving. As they head into turn one, it's Pemberton with the lead. But LeBoon takes it from him in the middle of 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Vince LeBoon out in front. Pemberton second. Chris Bassich in the 71C moves to second. Joel Johns in the Mach 5 is on the charge. He's up to third. Now Mike Bassich in the 71M down low. The race for third, a good one behind the leader. Mike Bassich down on the low side of the 71M, nosing ahead of Joel Johns, as his brother Chris closes quickly on race leader Vince LeBoon into turn one. Chris Bassich in the 71C taking the lead on the inside of 1 and 2, the DFG Excavating TS Electric 71C, so close to getting his first win here a couple of weeks back. He slips a bit in the middle of 3 and 4, but he's still got the upper hand. LeBoon second. Mike Bassich is third. Joel Johns fourth, Kevin Miller fifth, Wayne Tassine sixth. Cody Barrick seventh, J.E. Stalter eighth, Tom Martinek ninth, and Dennis Niederreiter in the 68 runs 10th. Ten laps to go as they head into one. Chris Bassich extending the lead. He is down in on the inside of the racetrack. We said 2 weeks ago he led the race much of the way, only to see Wayne Tassine take it from him on the final lap. Chris's brother Mike trying to pressure Vince LeBoon for second. In turn two, that's a close race for second down the back straightaway. Vince LeBoon by just a car length over Mike Bassich. And wheel to wheel for second now in turn four. Mike Bassich in the 71M makes the pass, and now he'll try to track down his brother. Chris Bassich with his brother Mike in second now. Vince LeBoon having a good debut in 06, running third. Kevin Miller fourth, Joel Johns fifth. Wayne Tassine is sixth. J.E. Stalter running seventh. Caution is out. Caution on the Speedway. Chris Bassage, Mike Bassage. Is it going to be a Bassage night here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway? Off they go. 71C Chris, 71M Mike, wheel to wheel into 1 and 2. Chris had the lead, but it's now Mike with the upper hand. Off a 2 down the backstretch. Kevin Miller in the 4M moving quickly to 3rd, and here comes the 10 of Wayne Tessine on the charge to 4th. Halfway. Vince LeBoon back to 4th. Wayne Tessine is 5th. J.E. Stalter putting the pressure there. Wayne Tessine in the 10 back into 4th as they race into 3. J.E. Stalter in the 17. J.E. down on the low side, trying to take the 5th spot from Vince LeBoon. He'll slide up into the 5th hole as they race into turn number 1. Mike Bassage still in front, Chris 2nd. Kevin Miller 3rd. The race for 4th now. The 10 of Wayne Tessine trying to hold off the 17 J.E. of J.E. Stalter. Five laps to go. Mike Bassage was able to get his first Pennsylvania Motor Speedway win early last year. '98 Joey Pemberton heading to the pits on the backstretch. Spin off at turn 2. The 65 of Tom Martinek going down the back straightaway does a 360. Keeps it going. Now he's stalled on the inside of the backstretch. Caution is out. Caution is out. And Tom will drive off once the caution waves. Tom Martinek, the Washington driver, the Allegheny Wilderness Outfitters, Bongiorni Auto. Kevin Miller won opening night. He is 3rd. And the green is back out. Chris Bassage trying to work under his brother Mike. Close battle off of that 2nd turn. It's still Mike with the upper hand. Miller 3rd, Tessine 4th. Daryl Charlier is making some noise. He started last in car 12, and he's trying to break into 5th. It'll be J.E. Stalter 5th, LeBoon, and then Charlier. 3 laps to go. The Bassages continue to duel off at turn 2. Kevin Miller still 3rd. Mike Bassage extends the lead. Chris got a little high. Now Wayne Tessine alongside of Kevin Miller for 3rd. They're wheel to wheel for 3rd into turn 1. Good battle behind the lead duo. Wayne Tessine in the 10 has made the pass of Kevin Miller for 3rd. White flag is waving. Mike Bassage, 1 lap from his 2nd win at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. The Blairmont Mechanical, DFG Excavating, TS Electric, 71M from Adena, Ohio. Checkered flag is waving for Mike Bassage. His brother, younger brother Chris, will get 2nd. Wayne Tessine 3rd. Kevin Miller 4th. And J.E. Stalter wins the race for 5th. As well. All right, how about a nice hand, folks, for Mike Bassage, your winner in the E Modifieds. The Blairmont Mechanical 71. All right. Hey, you're not supposed to do that to your brother.
Well, it was either him or me, and it couldn't be me. I wish it had been him.
But you'll take it, right?
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
And neither one of you can be mad when you go home first and second.
Oh, I know. We can't complain about that one bit.
Did you have a shot if there wasn't that restart?
I don't know. I was catching him a little, but I think I'd run out of time.
2 different grooves. Chris was running the lower side, you're running the high side, and you made it work.
Yeah, this car had been fighting us all year, and we finally made some major changes and figured it out.
Well, it looks like you made the right ones.
Yeah, we did all kind of stuff.
People you want to thank?
Oh, my wife is over there, my mom and dad, everybody that comes here to watch me race and cheers for me, and all my sponsors: TS Electric, Blairmont Mechanical, Quick Time Performance Parts, DFG Excavating. I think that's it.
That's it. All right. Congratulations. How about a nice hand, folks, for Mike Bassett, your winner in the E-Modifieds. The 714 of Goldberg, the 125 of Gary Catsellis, and newcomer Travis Gatton in the 25. '39 Terry Kerr, '96 Davey Lee, and I think the '82 of Corey Bahana are the 3 cars involved here on the front straightaway. Complete restart, so still 12 laps remaining. Eric Goldberg is now your leader. Goldberg leads. Who's going to be second this lap? We think it's Gary Catsellis in the 125. Robbie Torrens in the 22 up to third. Todd Evans in the 5-star runs fourth. Then it's Terry Kerr in the 39. Things are tightening up down the backstretch. Goldberg still your leader, but here comes Gary Catsellis, so Robbie Torrens in tow. Catsellis now trying to slingshot underneath Goldberg. Battle is on in turn 4. Gary Catsellis edging ahead in the Suburban Dry Cleaners 125. We're not halfway just yet. Eric Goldberg in the 714 is next, then Robbie Torrens. Todd Evans fourth. Terry Kerr still fifth. Adam Cheidle's driven this car to 3 wins. Gary Catsellis trying to put the 125 in the winner's circle for the 4th time here in 2006. Gary Catellus in the fast lane. 4 laps to go. Robbie Torrance now trying to get by Eric Goldberg for second. Torrance will make the pass for second. Goldberg back to third. He was the early leader. Todd Evans in the 5-star is fourth. Eric Goldberg sliding. Sliding up in front of Robbie Torrance for second. Robbie back under Goldberg, and he's back into the second spot. Coming to the white flag, and Gary Catellus has really stretched the advantage. One more lap to go. We can call it a night. Fourth different car he's driven this year. He finally found one he likes. Gary Catellus takes the win of the Suburban Dry Cleaners 125. Robbie Torrance second. Eric Goldberg third. Todd Evans fourth. All right, how about a nice hand? Gary Catellus subbing for Adam Scheidel and putting the 125 back into victory lane. Suburban Dry Cleaners 125. Well, I guess you finally found one you like.
That was good.
Fourth car, and you get a win.
Yeah, well, this is the 7th different car I drove. I was supposed to go to a wedding, but Adam called me Friday, and you see where I'm at.
Some things just take priority. Where's Adam?
He's here. He's a little bit hurt, so he let me drive the car. So he's here tonight, and his car works. So
good race, though. I mean, Eric and you and Robbie, you knew it was going to be, interesting.
Yeah, the invert starts are nice, and it makes it good racing, and puts the faster guys in the back, makes it fair.
People you want to thank?
Well, definitely Adam on this one, and the sponsors on my race car that's blown up. They're not here tonight, but they'll see the video and they know I want to thank them too.
All right, Gary Catellus, your winner, folks, in the amateur stocks. Hey, we thank you for coming out. Hope you enjoyed it. Next week, don't forget twin 20s for the late models. Please take your time exiting the Speedway and have a safe trip home. We will look forward to seeing you next Saturday.